right, brothers and sisters. All right. I hope y'all can hear me. Mic check, mic check, mic check. How's everybody out there? Peace and blessings to all of you all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to Brother David. Brother David is our first in our chat room. My man, Brother David. Brother David is a part of our team here at the Israel of God, Fort Lauderdale, the city of Tamarack. This brother keeps us safe each and every Sabbath. And shout out to Brother Julius in the house. What's going on, Brother Julius? It's wonderful to see you too, my brother. Listen, tonight, brothers and sisters, we're going to be showing you the promo videos, but we also are going to be talking about the first three lessons. Just a quick summary of them. The first one was titled Color. We're going to show you that promo in just a minute, but I really like that lesson because in color, what Pastor Bowie did, he established a baseline for the color of the people in the scriptures. All of the characters, by the way, all of the prophets, all of the apostles, including Jesus, everybody was dark-skinned. He established that by going into the encyclopedia, going into other academic books, showing you the color of the ancient Egyptians. Why did he do that? Because once you establish the color of the ancient Egyptians, it was the Egyptians, brothers and sisters, that put the children of Israel in bondage. And the reason why he established that is because Moses grew up and was raised by Pharaoh's daughter, who she passed him on to be her own son. In order to do that, if she was ancient Egyptian as a color, in order to pass Moses as her son, he had to be the same color. Therefore, his mother and all of the children of Israel had to be the same color. They weren't Egyptians, but they looked like the same skin color. That's important to establish. Then Pastor Bowie also established the fact that when Joseph was sold into Egypt, through his brothers, through Ishmael and through his own brethren, he was sold, and we all know that story. Go back and look at that lesson. But when his brothers came, they thought he was Egyptian. Therefore, he looked as the same skin color, being Joseph I'm talking about, as the Egyptians that were around him. That's why we established in that lesson that the Egyptians were dark-skinned people. Therefore, if Joseph's brothers, the other 11, could not figure out who he was, it's because he looked like them, right? So that was a good baseline to establish. And then they did not know that when they were talking, he understood. He used an interpreter first. So those are just a bunch of things to look at. We also look at the fact that when Jesus was running from Herod, his father Joseph was said, take him down into Egypt and be there. He was able to hide because he was the same skin color as the Egyptians. The Apostle Paul, he was asked when he was representing himself, are you that Egyptian? All of that to show, brothers and sisters, that was color. Now, the question was asked a few weeks ago, what difference does it make what color the people were in the scriptures? It doesn't make a difference, but it did make a difference. And I explained that when I said It doesn't make a difference, but it did make a difference because somebody, brothers and sisters, they took the Bible, the Europeans whitewashed it. It should not have, they should not have done that. It should not have made a difference what color the Israelites were, the apostles who were also Hebrew Israelites, Jesus who was a Israelite, the apostles, the disciples. It should not have made a difference, but it did. It did in order for the European nations to accept that Bible. They had to whitewash it. Should not have done that. It doesn't make a difference, but it did make a difference. The second lesson was on slavery. And what Pastor Bowie did with that lesson, he went into Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. He showed the blessings and the curses. He showed the children of Israel failed. Our forefathers, brothers and sisters, our ancestors, failed to obey and keep the covenant agreement. So Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter says, I will put you on ships and take you back into Egypt again, meaning bondage again. And I will scatter you among the four corners of the earth, the nations among the earth. And that happened. And we went into the various scriptures showing what our forefathers did and how the Lord said, I will cause your children to be sold. I will cause another to sleep with your wife. That's why when you watch movies, and these are like Roots, when you watch movies like 10 Years of a Slave, The Butler, all of these true stories show you that the descendants of slaves were put on the ship, and you can look at each curse and go into the scriptures and follow them one by one by one by one by one. Since the beginning of time, no other people have ever been placed on ships and have met the criteria of all of those curses other than us. So it lets you know who the people were, because our forefathers failed to keep the covenant agreement. It's nothing to be proud of, because it's our forefathers who could not keep the covenant agreement. Instead of choosing life, they chose something else. So, and then we went into last week, we talked about spiritual death and resurrection and how we've been scattered and there's spiritual death. And brothers and sisters, we got to come back to being resurrected. We got to wake up. We got to receive that word. That's what we got to do. So that was a good lesson last week. I really enjoyed the lesson. We went from A to Z. We went from Genesis all the way to Revelation, showing you that the valley of dry bones, who that was Israel. That was the people that had been scattered. But what the Lord's going to do, he's going to resurrect. And it's, brothers and sisters, this law that God gave is for all nations, all nations. Salvation is for everybody, and that's what it's for. And this week, we hope that all during the week that you would take the time to take those 3 lessons. And if you're a part of the Israel God, be energized. Take some of those promo videos, send it to people, wake people up, let people know where to go. Now, if you are out there, we've been getting emails, people want to know, how can I find an Israel of God? I'm going to put up the website. It's theisraelofgod.com. I'm going to put that up so y'all can see it. I'm going to put it up on the chat, in the chat room so you can see it. What you have to do is go to this website. When you go to the website, click on locations. And when you go to locations, there's a bunch of places. We're throughout the United States. We're throughout the world. We have satellite locations. We have classes all over the place. We here in the state of Florida, we have here in Fort Lauderdale, the city of Tamarack. We got Orlando, Florida. We have a class that's a satellite class over in Tampa. We got a satellite class up in Jacksonville. Somebody asked me where was the Jacksonville class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do somebody a favor. I'm going to go to the Israel of God website right now. I'm going to type in theisraelofgod.com, right? And I'm going to help you out and put in the address so you can find out where is the Israel of God up in Jacksonville. Now I hope we have that on the, yes we do. Let's see, Jacksonville. You know, I don't know, do we have Jacksonville? Because we're trying to get Jacksonville together. We don't have that address up on the website. I thought we did, because I know that we're trying to get them together up there and establish that class. So it hasn't been quite established yet, but stay with us, stick with us. And our website, our local local email is Fort Lauderdale at the israelofgod.com. I'm going to put that in there so you all can get it. Stay in contact with us. Via email. I spelled Fort Lauderdale wrong. Don't use that one. Don't go to the chat room. I'll give it to you again. It's Fort Lauderdale at the israelofgod.com. And we spell the word Fort Lauderdale out. Fort Lauderdale at the israelofgod.com. That's our email, okay? Send us an email. Stay in contact with us if you're up in that Jacksonville area so that we can make sure that you get set up, okay? So let me put that up on the screen right there, Fort Lauderdale. I left off the L. I'm typing so fast. Let me do that again. I want to do it right in case you come back and watch this video. Fort Lauderdale at theisraelofgod.com. Okay? Is that it? Did it finally get up there? Yes, I got it right. Okay. So make sure that you send us an email. You can also call us at 1-833-423-8435. Okay? You can always stay in contact with us. We want to put that up on the screen as well. Tune in this week, brothers and sisters. This week's lesson, we're going to show you the promo for that right now. Also on Thursday night, make sure you tune in to the Balm of Gilead radio show. Again, shout out to Brother Julius. Brother Julius in the house. Brother Julius, you all need to tune in to that, the Balm of Gilead radio show, right here on YouTube. They're also on Facebook. Tune in to that. Tomorrow night will be Q&A. I have all of our teachers, upcoming teachers and readers. We always like for them to watch that. So listen, we're going to show you these promos because what we did was we took them all and we put them together, back to back to back to back. Shout out to Brother Josh over at the Israel of God, Birmingham, and his team putting these promo videos together. The brother has done a great job. Now, brothers and sisters, if wait a minute, here comes somebody. I got an address. In Jacksonville, 719 Commonwealth Avenue. That's where it's at. Thank you, Brother David. 719. He's one of our moderators. There it is. He got the address. 719 Commonwealth Avenue in Jacksonville, Florida. Because we've gotten emails. We just posted a TikTok, and several people up there who have gotten it in that area. They came into the chat room and says, could you tell us where you're located at in Jacksonville? There it is, 719 Commonwealth Avenue, Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you, Brother David. And again, stay in contact with us. There's our email address, Fort Lauderdale at theisraelofgod.com. And our phone number is 1-833. This is a toll-free number, 1-833-423-8435. When you call, listen to the recording, hit the prompt. Just because you get a recording, don't hang up. If you hit the right prompt, it will ring directly to me, wherever I'm at. All right? Don't forget to do that. All right. I want to show you all these promos because Brother Josh has done an excellent job with these promos. Check them out. Enjoy yourself. Make sure you forsake not the assembly of yourselves if you possibly can. If you can make way and you can get off and all of that stuff, come in and join us. Find the Israel of God near you. Go to the israelofgod.com, www.theisraelofgod.com. Go to the word locations, and there it is, and find a location near you. All right? That being said, brothers and sisters, check out these promos. Enjoy yourself. God bless you.
And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive.
Well, I tell you, them big Nile crocodiles had a whole lot of dinner, sister and brother. Because think about it now, these people that look just like you. So the people first that tried to exterminate all of us look just like us.
Seek to defy me. Pull the rope.
So Moses put his hand in his bosom and he took it out. It was white.
Μπορώ να σου μιλήσω?
Canst thou speak Greek? Aren't thou that Egyptian?
Keep pulling.
We must finish the pyramid by sundown.
You made it.
Why this happening to us?
Why us? Because we broke God's laws.
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them.
Go ahead.
And shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
That means wherever there's a kingdom, we are there. And we didn't migrate there. He said, you shall be removed into all the kingdom of the earth. In other words, you was taken somewhere, whether you wanted to go or not. When Ephraim spake trembling, he exalted himself in Israel. When he offended in Baal, he died. In other words, when you start dealing with paganism, now you have spiritually died. And what's going to happen? Go ahead and read.
And now they sin more and more.
And now your sins are going to get greater.
The man that wandered out of the way of understanding,
The man that wandered out of the way of understanding, go ahead,
shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Effective this day, I am appointing taskmasters over the Hebrews. They will ensure the work is done.
Pull harder, right now. Do not stop until the stone is set. We have no time for weakness here.
The Pharaoh does not wait for lazy men.
Now, the first chattel slavers we ever had looked just like us.
Let's go, faster. Get those bastards up the ramp now.
Μπορώ να σου μιλήσω?
Canst thou speak Greek? Aren't thou that Egyptian?
Thank you, I'll check it out.
Has anybody seen her? Thomas, Mary. Y'all seen Thomas? Mary, anybody seen her?
They took him down to the auction.
Total comes to 300.
300? That's steep.
Hey, I gotta earn a living.
Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them.
Go ahead.
For they shall go into captivity.
These are layers, sisters and brothers, on these slave ships. Look at you stacked up like plate.
You was taken somewhere, whether you wanted to go or not.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared and hold.
Go ahead.
And they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey and none delivered, for a spoil and none saith restore.
Who is the majority in prisons? We are.
Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. They are full of the fury of the Lord.
Because they're angry all the time. Now, who is it among our Israel sons that's going to guide us? We don't have no kind of leadership among our people. But the Lord gave us some hope.
Obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day.
Go ahead.
Thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul.
You still got to keep your commandments. Go ahead and read.
that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity.
He gonna reverse your captivity
And have compassion upon thee.
Uh-huh.
And will return and gather thee from all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee.
Go ahead.
If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee.
Go ahead.
And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt possess it.
Uh-huh.
And he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. The hand of the Lord was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
That means they've been there a long time, sisters and brothers. We're talking spiritual day. How did they get in the valley? We're talking about physically living but spiritually dead.
Which eat swine's flesh.
Go ahead.
And broth of abominable things is in their vessel.
Look, these churches ain't nothing but funeral homes.
And the Lord hath sent unto you all his servants the prophets, rising early and sending them. But ye have not hearkened nor inclined your
So now
ear to
because
hear.
you won't listen, I'm going to bring these winds upon you. I'm going to bring the king of Babylon.
And will bring them against this land, and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all these nations round about.
Go ahead.
Son of man, can these bones live? Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
That let you know that we're talking spiritual dead, aren't we?
Prophesy and say unto them,
Uh-huh.
Thus saith the Lord God.
Go ahead.
Behold, O my people,
Uh-huh.
I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves,
See that? Now you see, your grave is open. Go ahead and read.
and shall put my spirit in you,
Uh-huh.
and ye shall live.
Across the globe tonight, many are asking the same question. How did we get here? Sin is running rampant in our world.
The world is messed up. And I do mean messed up. And the reason they messed up is because we, the priests of God, sinned against God. He had us scattered. And we forgot who our God is, who we are, who our country is, and what we was chosen to do. So what happened is the teaching of the Word of God fell into the hands of the Gentiles. But the Lord gave us what we need. Because if you're the kingdom of priests, your task is to bring all of the sons and daughters back to God that come out of Adam. This is what you were chosen for. Unto Israel was committed to oracles of God. That's why we have to teach them for them to be saved.
Ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
You shall be unto me a kingdom of priests. You run into a man, he can tell you what thus said the Lord. Run into a woman, she can tell you what thus said the Lord. Run into a little child, he can tell you what thus said the Lord. Because God has committed the answers of God into our hands. Now who you gonna believe? You gonna believe the church of Judea, or you gonna believe the church of Rome? That's up to you.